Welcome to the Points Diva channel. This is the second part of our Egypt vacation. The first part of the trip, we flew Emirates First Class and explored the highlights of Cairo for 2 days. You can check out those videos here. In this video, we'll explore the best temples in the city of Luxor. Before we do, please hit that like and subscribe button. Just landed in Luxor. That's where we'll see the temples. We'll ride a hot air balloon if we can make 4 a.m. call time tomorrow. We'll also do a bit more exploring, so catch us later. So we are on our way. Well, first let me just say it's what, 4 a.m.?
Yeah.
4 a.m. We were supposed to be in the lobby at 4:10. So we are, guess what? On time.
Hold on.
Which is never the case with this one. But we are on our way to, can't tell you yet, keep watching. After a van ride and boat ride, we arrived to a dark open field with about 20 hot air balloons being inflated. If you are at a destination where hot air balloons are recommended, I'd highly suggest you do it. However, it does get pretty hot under the flame, so I wouldn't recommend doing it in high climates. The view was spectacular. We were able to sail high enough to see the Valley of the Kings and the Temple of Hatshepsut. We experienced our first African sunrise across the Nile. We were in air for about 30 minutes, which was plenty of time. So we finally landed, and the company that we used, Safari Balloons. So the crazy part is we had a guide in Cairo that basically did everything for us with booking, and he randomly said, hey, do you guys want to do a hot air balloon in Luxor? And we were like, okay. So we had no idea what we were getting into. We didn't sign a waiver. We didn't know how long it was, but needless to say, it was actually really fun. I'm glad we did it. So we survived. Let's go. Afterwards, we were transported back across the West Bank back to our hotel. It was perfect timing for breakfast. So we're on our way to one of the temples, and this actually I'm super excited about because it's one of the most famous pharaoh queen rulers. Her name is Hatshepsut. She was a bad chick, y'all, so I'm all for this one. Let's go. Our guide suggested we not stop to shop here due to higher pricing. However, I do wish we had. I saw the cutest baby clothes and t-shirts that I hadn't seen anywhere else. So if you see something that catches your eye, don't hesitate with stopping. The entrance fee is $5, and they provide a trolley to get closer to the temple. What's so interesting about this temple is Hatshepsut was a woman pharaoh that ruled as a man. She dressed and acted like a man. Hatshepsut's temple is unusual in the way it is located in the valley's basin, surrounded by steep cliffs. Next, we took a short ride to the Valley of the Kings. The Valley of the Kings is not exactly a temple, and no exterior architecture can be seen. It is a complex of underground tombs made for pharaohs and powerful nobles between the 16th and 11th centuries BC. The most famous tomb is King Tut's tomb. Your entrance is $11, and this allows for you to enter 3 tombs. So choose wisely because they are all distinct and very beautiful. The usual tomb plan consisted of a long inclined rock-cut corridor descending through one or more halls, a symbolic procession that resembled the descending path of a sun god into the underworld, passing through a deep shaft or well until reaching the burial chamber. We are 130 meters underground, and it is like a whole museum down here. The royal tombs are decorated with scenes from Egyptian mythology and have some of the best graphics that depict the beliefs and funeral rituals of the period. Many of the tombs still conserve the wall paintings as if they were painted last week. Not all tombs are open to visitors, but the ones that are open show some of the best architectural and artistic samples of royal burials of the time. So we're currently inside one of the tombs, and the great part about this is all of the colors are original, and it's basically against Egyptian law to redo any of the colors, but they can clean it. So all original colors here. We're almost there. Oh, we still actually have more stairs. You have to stay in shape when you're traveling. It's a must. After leaving the Valley of the Kings, we came upon two massive stone structures on the side of the road, so we had to stop. The Colossi of Memnon are two massive 60 feet tall stone statues of a pharaoh. The original function was to stand guard to the entrance of the temple. This is amazing. One whole piece of stone, 20 meters high. This is amazing. Only place in the world where you can have an outdoor museum that's free. Next, we headed to an art store to shop for local art. Alrighty, so I just met this amazing man. I won't tell you guys what his nickname is, but he's the owner of Imhotep. Is that I say that name correct?
Yeah.
And his shop is right by the Valley of the Kings. So as soon as you leave the Valley of the Kings, definitely come on over. And this place is super amazing because it's #1 on TripAdvisor. It's been in his family business for a really long time. You'll meet some of the indigenous people that have made every single item that's in here, really custom pieces. Great quality. We actually are purchasing a couple of items for our home, and you guys have to come. I will also leave the name of the place down below. All right. After a full day of sailing in the sky, touring temples, and shopping, it was time to have some lunch. Our guide took us to the Nile Valley Hotel restaurant. This was hands down the best food we had in all of Egypt. Even the baby was into it. A great thing about traveling with babies is it allows for them to try local dishes that they would never have back home. They ordered for us some grilled chicken, stewed potatoes with tomatoes, zucchini, jasmine rice, cucumber salad, and a different type of dip. It was bomb. Later that night, our guide picked us up for a tour of Luxor Temple at night. Welcome to Luxor Temple at night. The Luxor Temple is best seen at night. This was the largest and most significant religious center in ancient Egypt. The Luxor Temple was not built in adoration to a god, king, or pharaoh. Instead, Luxor Temple was built in dedication to the rejuvenation of kingship. Many kings had their crowning at the Temple of Luxor. So guys, this may look a little familiar to you, and I actually did a giveaway. I believe it was my parents' video. However, this same structure has been copied and is in Paris. So you may ask why so many other countries have a lot of the Egyptian statues and artifacts. Well, because around 1920, I believe, they did not have a constitution. So any foreigner could have come, dug, whatever they found, it was theirs. They had to give back 50% of that back to Egypt. So at that time, it was almost like founders keepers. So that's why nowadays you have so many Egyptian artifacts. The Louvre Museum, Greece, just so many other museums across the country. So this particular structure is a house, and right below it, everything below was buried in sand. So the people that lived in the homes up above only saw the very top structures, but they didn't have the infrastructure or the know-how to dig and get below the surface. So I believe it was around 1881 is when they were able to figure out how to get below and see what you see today. So the best time to come to Luxor Temple is definitely at night because the lights just really illuminate and magnify this whole structure that's still alive and present. The most amazing part about this is there are 800 sphinx. So the sphinx that are currently on the aisles, that line the aisles, there are 800 of those. Egypt had major money. Major money. This is just amazing.
Here we have the Sphinx, and there are about 850 of these that go about 3.2 kilometers. Here in Luxor, these are the heads of King Ramses. So all of these, he liked himself so much, he put all of his head on the body of the lion. If we go all the way down to Karnak, the Sphinx are gonna change, and the Sphinx are gonna be the head of a sheep and the body of a lion. The head of the sheep is wisdom, and the body of the lion is strength. This is just amazing to see how far all of these Sphinx are, and the majority of them are still intact. Take a look.
Good morning. This is our last day in Luxor. So we are currently in the hotel's restaurant. We are offered free breakfast every day, and they have omelets, potatoes, the basic stuff, you know, bread, not bad, for free. So we'll go to, I can't remember the temple's name. We'll head there next. Let's go. We booked the Hilton Luxor Resort and Spa for 29,000 points per night. This was a great value, which included free breakfast, a gorgeous pool, and views of the Nile River. The best credit card to allow for a free stay here is the American Express Hilton Honors credit card. There is a $0 annual fee. You'll earn 70,000 Hilton points plus a free night stay after you spend $1,000 within 3 months. You can find a referral link in the comment section below. Next, we were off to Karnak Temple to take our holiday photos. In short, this place is massive. Get there early, have a guide, and take plenty of water. You can easily get lost, and this place gets really crowded. The Karnak Temple is the best place to take the best photos. Thank you for watching this Luxor video. After Luxor, we headed to Hurghada, which is the beach town, and unfortunately, there will not be a YouTube video on that because we wanted to really just disconnect and relax, and that's what we were able to do. But overall, we loved Egypt. Highly recommend going sooner than later. The exchange rate is great. We felt safe. The sights were just unreal. Also, shout out to Aboudi. That was our tour guide for Luxor, and we started calling him Aboudi the man because everywhere we went in Luxor, he was speaking to everybody. People were coming up to him, and I said, wait a minute, are we with like a local celebrity? And he was like, yeah, kinda. I was like, okay, let me find out. So he was super sweet. We actually met his family. So I'll leave his information below, as well as our tour guide for Cairo. He actually connected us with Aboudi. But if you haven't checked out that Cairo video, definitely do so, as well as our Emirates First Class flight, which is how we got to Cairo, all on points and miles, of course. So before we go, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.